All right, y'all. It's time for another one. And I had a Celsius before this, so we're gonna have a great time. I've actually never had a Celsius before, but they were giving out some for free at work. We'll see what happens. Ay, ay, ay. This is a chaotic cold open if I've ever done one before. Hey, it's Trey, and I got something to say. Welcome to my channel. Memorize that handle. Thanks for joining me today. Hey y'all, it is Trey. Good to see you again. And man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I need to stop saying man, oh man at the beginning of these videos. Jeez. Okay. It's time for the Rarities. Rarities are a girl's best friend. I just love the idea behind this album, okay? It's genius, it's really, really smart, and it's also an act of love, I know. Fans ask for stuff like this all the time. For those of you who don't know, and I'm assuming you're watching this because you do know, The Rarities is a compilation album of previously unreleased or not super well known tracks by Mariah Carey that were not attached to an official album release. I guess that's a good way to sum up the criteria for it. And a lot of artists are doing this now, where they know the fans want to hear more material from them, and because we're in the streaming era and album rollout strategies, traditional ones at least, have kind of been thrown out the door or thrown out the window. It's kind of the Wild West right now, especially in 2020 when Mariah put this out. It was part of a 30-year anniversary celebration. It had been 30 years, I believe, since the debut was released in 1990. So there was a whole bunch of cool stuff going on. Vinyls, new songs, remixes, and all that jazz. This is just so smart. I'm really excited to hear this. I have some notes about what year each of the songs is supposed to be from, and also what album they were potentially attached to, or what era or tour they were written during, what sessions they were written during. That's going to give myself a little bit of some perspective, I hope, as I listen to these tracks. But also, if you guys have fun facts, because this is what I love about unreleased music, you know, the questions of why now? Why not back then? If you guys have theories and all of that stuff, tell me about it in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram, because I love to hear stuff like that. Oh yeah, and I should also clarify. So The Rarities has 2 discs. The first disc is all of the unreleased music and songs, and then the second disc is basically the Tokyo Dome concert. But we're not gonna listen to that today. I'm actually going to do that at a later date, because Tokyo Dome has been highly requested by y'all, so that is definitely going to be one of the live performance reactions that I do. Today we are just listening to disc 1, which is the previously unreleased music, so I had to sort that. Before we get started, please give this video a like, leave a comment down in the comments section below, click the subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you get notifications when I post the rest of my Mariah Carey reaction videos. If you guys would like to follow me on social media, you can find me at TreyMcLeod_ on Instagram, TikTok, and yes, I do use Threads. And if you would like to support the channel, you can go over to patreon.com/TreyMcLeod, where you get early ad-free access to all of my videos. This one has been up for a couple of weeks before it goes up on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're behind, basically. we are way ahead of this. We are on to the live performances, you know? Now, are we ready? Yeah, let's do this thing. Track number 1, Here We Go Around Again. This sounds like a Jackson 5 song already. I love the little growl and apologies. Yeah. Okay, 2 notes that I have so far. I'm really liking this. 1, I just loved, she's really great at texturing some of these words and letting you know how she feels about things. She says, "Give me your apologies." The way she growled apologies and then said, "and I don't mind," it's like, it kind of sounds like you do, though, you know? And I enjoyed that. And then here we go around again. The way the piano accentuates that again is kind of like, this is getting a little repetitive and putting some emphasis on the again, right? I like that. That's good composition there, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah.
The end of that was iffy.
Are you kidding me? Are we gonna get little things like that? I love that they included that at the end of the recording. This is gonna be such a fun listen through. Okay, I liked that. I really liked that one. That's a great way to start off the Rarities, really. Okay, so that would have been on the debut, and it was even on her demo tape, I believe. So the Rarities has, within the booklet of it, it has a little blurb on each song, which is helpfully included here by the contributors on Genius. Thank you. It was track number 1 on Mariah's very first demo tape. Mariah always liked it, did want it to be included on the first album. She doesn't remember why it wasn't. Except, quote, "We felt that we never quite captured the magic of that first demo. This recording is as close as we got." Okay, as long as it was her decision not to include it in the debut, that's fine. As long as she had something to say about it, then I will totally, I appreciate that and understand that. That is, if that's what she wanted to do. This is track number 2, Can You Hear Me? It's from 1991, and it was originally written for Barbra Streisand.
Sometimes I feel so alone and uncertain. Sometimes I don't feel at all. So don't let our love fade. Don't let it all fade away. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Don't let our love fade away.
That fade away.
No, baby. Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't fade
Ooh. That's very interesting that was intended for Barbra Streisand, because maybe I'll admit I've only scratched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Barbra Streisand's discography and all of the different styles that she has touched and she can do. But I think I'm most familiar with her film, stage, musical adaptation kind of work with Funny Girl. I've heard a little bit of Evergreen, A Star Is Born, even a little bit of her disco album. Is that the one called Wet? I just don't know that I hear Barbra singing that, but oh my gosh, Mariah really cuts ya every time she sings Don't Let Our Love Fade Away. Oof. That's incredible. I'm definitely not going to forget that one anytime soon, I'll tell you that. Track number 3, Do You Think of Me? This is from 1993. It was previously released as a B-side of Dream Lover, and Mariah was told it's a fan favorite, so she wanted to include it here. Let's listen. Ooh, what interesting instruments. The beginning is giving Enya, baby. That percussion was... that chopped me into, hold on, I was not ready for that. Woo, okay. Now I'm enjoying it. I just wasn't ready for it. I love a forbidden love song. y'all hear those strings? The instruments. I love that. I'm gonna be thinking about "Do You Think of Me" for a while. That was the hook. The hook was hooking. When you feel the touch of another love, am I the one that you're dreaming of? Oh, this one was just so sensual. I love the production, some fun instruments. It was just like, it was. I can't say enough good things about that one. That was a B-side? Dang. Well, we have it now, and that's what matters. All right, track number 4, I have heard before, along with my original Music Box reaction. So if you are on YouTube, you can just go and find that video. Track number 5, All I Live For, a Music Box reject. Oh, wow, the fade out after the final chorus is quick. My thing about All I Live For is that, and this is my issue, I think, that I have with just like the Music Box era in general. I remember enjoying that album the first time I listened to it, but as time has gone on, I have not returned to that album very much for more than a couple of songs, because it's an album that feels very stuck in its time. It feels very 90s, and it doesn't feel very Mariah. All I Live For just feels kind of cookie cutter, you know? Yeah. I'm ready to move on and go to another one, all right? This is track number 6, One Night. Mariah says in the booklet of the Rarities, she calls it an early collaboration with JD being Jermaine Dupri, that both of us forgot about. Listed in the vault as, quote, I don't know, for the title, because I didn't know what to call it. It collected dust until we brought it back to life. I think it's fun. I hope we think so too, all right? Let's listen to it together. Definitely not what I was expecting from a Jermaine Dupri song. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's giving me some guys watch out, some girls are only about that thing. I am off key, I know, sorry. This came out a couple of years before that, right? Like this, it's giving me, it's fun. He's just out for, you know, that thing. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. It don't pay. It don't pay. That was fun. Like, this is okay. So you're telling me that that ended up on the cutting room floor of the Daydream sessions? Okay. I think that maybe that makes sense for the concept of the album. That one kind of feels like an outlier. But this is like really good. So that's really cool that like you get a little sense of in the early days the magic that they made, and you see why this partnership lasted so many years for them, because that was just that being a reject is just like that's crazy. That's really, really good. I like that song. Track number 7, Slipping Away from 1996. This is a B-side to the single Always Be My Baby. Okay, tell me why that start, like the very, very, very beginning, was giving me circles from Emancipation of Mimi. Am I crazy?
The silence chills me to my bones. So you're slipping away from the life and the love with me, baby. Is that all that you used to be, baby? You're slipping away from me.
All right. Slipping away. I feel like I can kind of see why it stayed in the vault. I feel like there are stronger songs on Daydream. I also feel like it's sad. You know, like this is very clearly, or at least I get a strong sense that this is about her marriage falling apart, you know, and not really recognizing the man that she married anymore. And for that reason, I can see why it's a B-side. It's definitely less commercial, and dang, there's a lot. It's really, really telling, you know? But the composition of the chorus, I mean, like, I like how some of those lines just slip. The notes slip into each other, you know? It kind of just like, you know, the way that it's arranged, I feel like the phrases really slip and run all over the place. It just feels like the song is kind of falling apart, and this person who is singing the song is falling apart while they're singing. Well, I would love if something happier followed after that song, but it looks like the next track is Out Here on My Own, which is a cover of the Irene Cara song from the film Fame.
Sometimes I wonder where I've been. Oh, baby, be strong for me. Baby, belong to me. I need you on my own. But when I'm down and feeling blue, I close my eyes so I can be with you on my
Well, yes, there are some covers that, you know, just like suit her voice, and then there are some covers that you can just tell have always been in her body, have always been in her voice. She has been singing that song ever since she was a little girl. The way that that was recorded, you know, I feel like she probably just like sang that through once. There wasn't a whole lot that they added there. As far as vocal layers, I felt like it was just a single vocal line the whole way through, which is a powerful statement, you know, for any singer really to have. If it is just your single vocal line and a piano, and I guess some strings, but very, very spare instrumental accompaniment. That is a great song to cover and to include, because man, it fits her so well. All right, now, track number 9. I don't think I need to say a whole lot about this. If you know anything about Glitter, if you know anything about this next song, you know that the recording and release of this song, messy. Messy, messy, messy on the record label's end. and Mariah rolled with the punches. This is the original version of Loverboy. So it has the original firecracker sample. Let's see how it goes, all right? Track number 9, Loverboy. Baby. Bum, bum, bum. I love that. Dun, 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 dun. I like it. All I need is him to be my lover, lover boy. Come on and let me, give me more. Touch me and touch me. I enjoy the way you rock me all night long. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. I don't know if the Lambs like one version more than the other. I think that there are pieces of this, definitely, that I really, really like. With the firecracker sample more than with the version with the candy sample that ended up in the film. Listen, you can't go wrong with the candy sample, okay? It's a beat. It's one of the best songs to use as a sample. It's incredible. I just really like the I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him, I want him, I want him, I need him, I need him, I love 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 him, da-da-da. Like, it just, I really liked it with this sample. I like that both versions exist, and I think that they're both great for different occasions. You know, like one might be more suited to a certain scene than the other. But dang, if that's the original, I would have been real upset if I heard somebody else using that same sample. And then we're going to jump a few years here, all right? We're going to go from 2001 to 2005. Track number 10, I Pray. Change. That's an effective song. It really has me thinking about, you know, what's going on the other side of the world right now. I like songs like this because I feel that they are written from a place of, you know, kind of like, what else can we do? You know? But pray. Really, really good songwriters can capture the way that people feel. I think that song says it. Dang, we're just going from like upbeat to heavy to upbeat to heavy again. Maybe the next one will be upbeat. We'll find out. Probably. Because this one is apparently from the E=MC² sessions. The booklet of the Rarities reads, I used to listen to this all the time, but then it got lost somehow, and finally resurfaced in my vault. I don't even think Jermaine remembers this writing session, lol. Also known as Do the Coat, Kick Rocks, and Eat Dirt. This is track number 11, Cool on You, from 2007.
Do the coat, kick rocks, eat dirt. I ain't got no time for you, B. I'm chilling, getting my drink on, cool on you. Loving my review. Used to have my best, but now all that shit is dead 'cause I'm cool on you. And then I'm coming back from that. Do the coat, and then I'm coming back from that. Kick rocks, and then I'm coming back from that. Eat dirt.
I might just have found a new little anthem for myself when I'm tired of people at work and I don't want to use my customer service voice, so I need something to sing to myself. This might be it. Do the coat, kick rocks, eat dirt. It's either that or that Willow Pill song, I Hate People. Next up, we have a song that was recorded for the film Paperboy, but never made it into the film or the film's soundtrack. This is track number 12, Mesmerized, from 2012.
I'm testing the microphone. I need you. Come on. Touching you in dreams of blue. Just say that you want it. The moments that we share seem so very real. Just
I don't know anything about the Paperboy. I don't know anything about the film or the music or whatever, but I like that song because it's songs like that that make me go, I am so glad that a Mariah Carey and Stevie Wonder collab exists. We got it. We got it on the Elusive Chanteuse. She suits that era of music and that genre of music so well. Probably because she grew up listening to it, and she's nailed it. She's got it down. This next one, the Rarities says, a rare live performance of one of my favorite songs. This recording divinely fell into place after I had already written about the experience of singing this song with jazz musicians as a little girl in my memoir. Some of my favorite moments were improvising with the late Big Jim Wright on the piano, and this is one example of that. Listen to him go. All right, then. This is also a cover of an Ella Fitzgerald jazz standard of the same name. But this is track number 13, Lullaby of Birdland, live from the Elusive Chanteuse show in 2014.
Cause it's a chanteuse, darling. I'm a chanteuse. I'm on the stage. Got a feeling. I'm on the piano. You gotta do this. When I was little, I would be in lingerie on the piano at like 13. Appropriate? Not really. But it's me.
I love Mariah's little live ramblings. It's just like, sometimes she'll say something that you're just like, where did that come from?
That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a wicked
I hear that piano she's talking about, yeah.
whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we'll go.
Wow, how fun. You know, I would love a jazz album. I would love one. That just makes a lot of sense from her. I feel like that's a natural project that could happen in the future. More like that. More jazz standards from Mariah Carey, please. I really liked that. Wow. Track number 14, Save the Day.
One day, will we look up? You don't know what this is. Gonna ride to your own opinion. But when it comes to the world we live in, isn't it time that we start rebuilding all the things that makes me crumble?
Hold on. Wow. I loved the intro. What the instruments were doing on that intro was just beautiful. And then the beat drop. Is Lauryn Hill on this as a featured artist, or is it just a Lauryn Hill sample? You know what? Let me just find out and listen. But the progression is really fun.
He won't, and she won't, and they won't, then we won't ever learn to save the day.
Come on. Come on. I think that song was brilliant. And the use of the sample was also just, oh my gosh. La 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 la. Mariah and Lauren together sounded amazing. I'm sorry, Miss Lauryn Hill and Mariah together sounded amazing. The Rarities is a treasure trove, but that is one of the crown jewels right there. That was fantastic. I don't know what the original plan with all of this was, with it being a charity single. Who knows how many artists were originally intended to be on this. But just Mariah and the Miss Lauryn Hill sample makes a lot of sense. It sounded very, very good. Oof. And just to take us home, all right, track number 15 is going to be an acoustic version of one of my favorite tracks from Butterfly. This is track number 15, Close My Eyes.
I left the words unsaid, let it all dissipate, and I tried to forget as I closed my eyes. That woman child, she felt the inside was on the verge of fading. Thankfully, I woke up in time. I feel like a child as I look at the moon. Maybe I grew up a little too soon.
And I love that. I love that, like, holding on to that last note. It's like, maybe I grew up a little bit too soon, but I'm gonna hold on to what I can for as long as possible, because she's not in a rush to get anywhere. Also, I love that she can revisit a song that she sang 20 plus years before and still sound amazing singing it. Close My Eyes. Butterfly is just an amazing album, but Close My Eyes is one of my favorites from that era. So that was disc 1 of the Rarities. These are well-picked songs. Gorgeous stuff from the vault. It's also kind of like a crash course of all of the different eras, relationships that her artistry and her voice has been through, you know? It's like, it's almost like a greatest hits compilation album, but it's a twist, you know? I like when artists kind of take us on a journey through their discography. It gives you perspective. Man, and it really makes me curious about whatever she puts out next. I would love a jazz album from her. I'm going to be thinking about Lullaby of Birdland. It's just it seems like it would be very, very natural for her. And fun. Really, really fun. Now I'm curious about like what other unreleased stuff is out there. You know, she's great at releasing, you know, different versions of songs and remixes and one-off singles that don't make it onto albums. But I wanna hear from you guys. What are some fun facts about the songs on this album that I may not know or didn't get to find in my research? I mostly stuck to like quotes that I could find in interviews, information from the Rarities booklet, and you know, like what eras or what albums these songs were originally intended for and what years they were recorded in. But if you know other fun stories, please let me know. And then 2, are there other unreleased songs / B-sides and things that you think that I would enjoy? Let me know, you guys, because I'm sure if the Rarities is a gold mine, then I can't imagine how many other songs are out there after 30 years of making music. Whew, all right. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you think about these songs, what you thought of my reaction. Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Next up, I think I'm gonna listen to the remixes compilation album because it's been requested. So until next time, bye everybody.